Hello world, welcome back to AVS Show. There are two best shows in the world and you have just tuned into one of them. Yes, the AVS Show. You're watching Mina TV, so go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And when you're done, go on Instagram and follow us at the AVS Show, and you can also follow our personal account as well. We love you for watching. All right, so this week, hot new topic. So let's dig right into it, and Yaz is gonna start for us.
Yes, so Nigerian sensation Wizkid is having the best year ever. His jersey with Nike sold out within minutes. He got a deal with Ciroc, and just recently he also did a collaboration with Ciroc and Moschino.
I'm surprised. Like you're talking about Wizkid and you are all like Nigerian.
No, I
like,
love
where
Wizkid.
is the film?
Listen, I got on my Made in Lagos shirt from his pop-up shop in New York. Like you guys know, I'm all about Starboy, and you know, it's amazing. And they also premiered him some of the outfits during Milan Fashion Week, where he was with like all the celebrities. I just feel like he's really having an amazing year, and I can't wait to see what else he has in store for us.
So tell us more. So the Ciroc, this
Well, he already got the deal with Ciroc.
Okay.
So Jeremy Scott, who is the creative designer behind Moschino, he believes that like fashion is very playful, and he felt like Ciroc and his brand went well. So out of all like the Ciroc boys or Ciroc boys and girls, Wizkid was one of the celebrities that he chose. I think they chose like 2 other people as well, but we're not going to talk about them right now.
nice. From South Africa. So from South Africa.
Because Ciroc is a big deal in Africa, right? Especially Nigeria. I know they have
Very
like a
big.
base in Nigeria. It's huge in Nigeria, and of course Diddy's part owner of Ciroc.
Diddy,
so you know,
So how do you feel about
that.
it? Do you like this idea of Wizkid making all this money?
Yeah, I love this idea. You know what? I already know Charlie's gonna get into it with the whole thing with his baby mother. I already see the whole shade coming. So you want to get into it, you can, because I already
No,
see.
I don't want to get into nothing. I mean, it is what it is. The facts are there. This past week, his
receipts.
baby mother brought out all this facts, and it's great. Listen, I don't hate Wizkid. I really like this dude. He's very, very smart, very hardworking, signing all these deals and making all this money. My question is, who are you making the money for? Right? Who are you making the money for? Because apparently you are not taking care of your son. You are not. So this
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly. The receipts are out. You could tell the receipts are out.
So can I?
Maybe
did
he
you
doesn't.
read it?
Maybe he just doesn't like talking to the baby mom because
No.
they're not together
And
anymore.
that's fine.
I read all
that's
the
fine, but you
conversations.
need to take care of that baby, that
How do
precious
you know
angel.
he's not taking care of the
because
son?
the baby mother came out with receipts, with text messages,
Can I-
and you're not taking care of the son.
Did you see any part where Wizkid said anything like, "No, I'm not doing this for my son"? He never said anything like that.
Can I say something?
Okay,
and I'm
so-
going to say something also because, like, I am a divorcee and I am a single parent, so I do have to deal with stuff like that. I think what that girl did, releasing those messages, it was one of the dumbest things that any mother can ever do. Number one, your child is 7. My child at 7 can go online. So your son is at 7, is going online and seeing this. What kind of image of his dad are you trying to portray to him? That's number one. Number two, obviously, you brought it out so that we could all look at Wizkid different or
And
whatever.
condemn
But,
him.
Yes.
but do you know how I looked at him? I actually looked at him like, oh, wow. He's actually human just like me. He goes through the same ish that most of us go through, not wanting to deal with certain people. When you read through those messages, that girl sounded very, very bitter. Okay? That's all she
And
sounded.
rightfully
She
so,
sounded
because-
very, very, very bitter. And it sounds like she's out against him. Yes, he's not perfect. When I read it, like, okay, maybe he might delay with the payment. You know, he's traveling all over the world. Before I even get into
You
that,
might delay with
hold
the
on a
payment for
second.
your own son.
Hold on a second.
You set it
Hold on a
aside.
second. Before I even get into all of that, I follow Wizkid on Twitter, and he tweeted 2 days before this came out. He tweeted, "I love waking up." He had a pop-up shop in London for the Nike thing,
yeah.
and he tweeted about the pop-up shop, and he said, "And my son Zion was right next to me, cheering me on the whole time." That was the first tweet. Soon as I saw it, I said, "This is gonna bring trouble." You know his second tweet after that? "I love waking up next to Zion." He was just praising Zion, and
Yeah.
he said, "Thank you for Zion, Jada. I swear on my son." I called my friend and I said, "Yo, watch one of Wizkid's other baby mothers come up," because as a baby mother who's not being shown publicly, when you see that, you're gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this man never talks about my son like that. He never talks about me like that. I knew this was gonna come up.
So you think that was right?
Hold
you
on
think
a
that was right
second.
for him to do that?
No.
To single one out and not
No,
praise the other?
But Zion
That's
is a
not-
baby. Definitely,
doesn't
wait,
matter.
definitely
And
when
he
the
lives
first
with
boy,
Jada.
definitely when the
So-
first boy was born, there must have been times Wizkid bonded with him like that, which is understandable. Now this lady is no longer with Wizkid. Though obviously she will be bitter. Now she's releasing conversations of 2016. Did you
Yes.
see the date?
Yes.
2016,
Yes.
2015. And you're telling us that you tried to let him talk to the father wouldn't talk to him. Are you on the ice age? This is the digital age. DJ Khaled is not always with his son, but DJ Khaled FaceTimes his son. How about you get the boy a phone? Get the boy his own personal phone. Wait, let the boy talk to his father whenever he wants. I'm sure, if Wizkid's first son calls Wizkid and Wizkid is not on stage, Wizkid will take that
not
call,
necessarily.
no matter what
Okay,
he's doing.
let me
He
chime
doesn't just
in.
want to talk to the
Let me
baby
chime
mama,
in as
which
a
is
child-
understandable.
As a child of a father who was uber wealthy that didn't take care of me.
Oh, my
Let me
goodness.
chime in about that. He had the chance to take care of me, but didn't. Fathers sometimes choose not to take care of their kids. So what he's doing is wrong. If you're gonna put your kids out there, put all your kids out there. He made the babies, right? So no, what you guys
Are you telling me he has
what
never
you-
celebrated
what
his
you-
first son?
Let
He
me finish
has.
talking, T-Money. You guys are condoning deadbeat dads. We're not going to do
No,
that.
that's
It's
not what
not
I'm
fair.
saying.
It's
No,
not fair because it's
first of-
Wizkid.
He's not a deadbeat.
Okay, we love his music. We love what you do. We love what you're doing for Nigeria. It's great. But take care of your kids.
It's
No,
embarrassing.
wait,
No,
wait,
it's
wait,
embarrassing.
wait, hold on.
Kids.
Hold on.
It
Wait.
should not be. It
Hold
shouldn't be
on.
any
Hold
distance
on.
in between. You give it.
Hold on.
There should be a set time. You give your child support money. You give the money that's needed for school fees. You do that at once. So
Hold
there's
on.
no.
So have you heard
have
Wizkid's
his
side
receipts.
of the story?
He has his
Hold on.
receipts, right?
Can I
He
just
can
say
show his
something?
receipts. If he's doing his job, he can show that. You know what? Everything is here. You can put a lawyer in between it. You can take steps to do what you have to do. So think about that when you're chiming in and talking about Wizkid. Is this a Wizkid? Is that?
I'm
There
not
is
praising
ways.
Wizkid.
There are ways
When
to.
there is-
There's
Okay,
ways to
all right,
streamline.
Can I say
Blitz,
something?
hold
Wait,
on.
I want to say
Child
something. I
support.
want to say
Blitz,
something
hold
that
on.
is very important. What you guys are failing to realize, the number one thing, the reason I've never spoken to Wizkid about this, I don't know, but the number one reason, if I was Wizkid, why I wouldn't put those two kids in Nigeria out, the number one reason is safety in Nigeria. That's number one. There
And
is
he can
no
provide that.
safety
He
in
has money, he
Nigeria.
can provide
Forget. Okay, he can provide that, but why would you want your kids to grow up like that? Those kids should not be out on social media because Nigeria is not a safe place and they are with kids.
Okay,
That's
so
number one.
about pictures,
Number
just say
two,
their
number
names.
two,
What are
you're
you
talking
saying?
about.
No,
he should-
I'm not
You're
saying
talking
that.
about. Wait,
Yeah,
hold on a
listen,
second. You're
listen to
talking-
what
no.
I'm saying.
So
Give
I
accolades to
listened
all of
already.
your
Can I
children.
respond to
All right,
you?
yeah,
Respond to
No,
you?
we're not going to go
I'm
back
going
and
to
forth with this.
respond to-
I'm saying,
No.
listen.
I listened to what you
No,
said. Number
no,
two,
no,
you said that he should set aside a certain amount of money. That girl is asking for money for her clothing line, money for this. So let's even say he set aside, let's just say for argument's sake, $1,000 for the kid every month, for argument's sake. Should he be sponsoring her clothing line? To me, it seems like the girl is trying to come up off Wizkid's fame. It seems like her and Wizkid have issues with each other, and it is unfortunately affecting the kid. That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like Wizkid is a deadbeat dad. There is a difference
hold on.
between a deadbeat dad and the dad that has issues communicating with a
With the
bitter
baby
woman.
mama.
How is
dad-
she
so
mad?
listen,
How is
let's-
she mad
okay,
that his
let's-
current wife,
let's-
that his current girlfriend is reaching out for the kids to be together? Are you dumb? The
Yes,
kids should be
nobody's
together.
dumb. Nobody's dumb. It is what it is.
Hold on, you have to let other people chime in as well. Listen, for me, news like this is very, very embarrassing. Wizkid is on top of the world. I know of a man that has 5 wives and 12 children, and that man was my grandfather. He worked his ass off and took care of everybody. You never heard a news like this. So for Wizkid, signing all these deals, we shouldn't have heard a news like this.
But
It's
do you-
embarrassing.
Wait,
he
listen.
needs to go and hide.
How
You can't take
convinced
it. Hold
are
on,
you-
hold on.
Yeah.
How much can this boy eat? How expensive it is that you can set aside $1,000 a month. Hold on, Yazzie.
Yes.
You can set aside
Your
$1,000 a
argument is
month.
not based on facts.
It is based on fact. We saw
And
the
it's
text
yours based on
messages.
facts.
You showed us text messages that were cropped. We don't see everything. There was a part Wizkid even said, remember the time you used to condemn me and insult me all the time? I
Yes.
told you this would come.
Yes.
The time she was destroying Wizkid didn't show it to the world. Now she needs attention, she's showing it to the world.
I
And you
agree.
expect, the same way people are having an argument to an issue, when the first person comes out, the person seems to be right until the second person is allowed to speak.
Oh,
You
we're
guys are
waiting.
not heard from Wizkid,
And he
so
will
you
never
can't just
speak on
judge
it. And he will
everything
never
based on
speak
what
on
she's
it.
saying right
We
now.
gotta move
And
on.
he will never speak on it because a good man will never make his baby mother look bad publicly. The money that she wants now, she's released it to the blogs. Are the blogs going to give her the
Even
money?
the way he talks to the girl is
She
very
wants
disrespectful.
She
We're
wants
gonna
us
move
to
on.
look at him bad, and that's it, point blank. And it's not going to happen. Do you see Beyonce's kids all over social media? Do you see Michael Jackson's kids all
This
over
is
social
embarrassing.
media?
Making all this
It's
money,
not
you can't even
embarrassing.
take care of
She's
your
a
family.
big
How do you
Take care of the
know?
baby mother too.
Period.
Yes, you laid with her. Take care of her.
No,
We-
he doesn't need
yes.
to take care of her. No, he
Yes.
needs to take care of his kid and his
So when
kid
your baby daddy
only.
gives you money, you're not gonna
No,
take it.
first of all, my baby daddy only takes care of kids that things have to do with Caleb.
When he
His
gives you
school fees,
extra
his
money,
clothes,
won't you take
he does
it?
not give me extra money,
No,
and I
you're
don't
not
ask
listening
him
to what
for
I'm
extra
saying.
money. I don't ask Caleb's
We
dad
gotta
for
move
money
on.
for my
Let's
company.
move on. You
No
can be
way.
happy for him.
Yeah.
Good
No
luck
way.
with Wizkid.
Just
Yes.
take care of your
Get all that money and put it
responsibilities.
away somewhere. All right, let's move on to the next topic. And Timani, you have this one for us? Mm-hmm. All right, so what's going on?
First of all, wait, let me check something. Okay. The next topic is funny because there was a viral video of a man that was caught in Lagos, and the reason was because he touched somebody and the what they call it, the pingalito disappeared. That's what I heard. So they now touch people and their pingalito disappeared. So that's the video.
How?
He collect my brick and he just touch me. And he just touch my body. He collect my brick.
How it take happen?
No. I said don't collect my brick, Jesus.
You know that there again.
You know no. See the league waiter touch me.
Oga, you dey use ring touch person.
See the league waiter, he just say, I say just touch me.
You carry am na bike man you be.
No, I don't carry he come, the apple man, they say groundnut. So,
Oh yeah, wait, just hold on.
Jesus Christ, tell him to hold on.
Hold am well, oh, make I park.
I can't do Wuru tonight.
My break is
At least that one is something light. It's not heavy.
something like.
So I just wanted to put it out there because it's viral all over the internet now. That I heard it when I was a kid, though.
I heard it
When
too.
I was small, they told me that they used to disappear people's. I don't know why it's only
So
prick.
what
Why
do
is it
they
only
do
prick
with
that
it?
used to disappear?
I know the story that you're referring to. A bunch of Nigerians came to Ghana, and they were using people's private parts
Shut
for
up.
for money rituals. And this is all true. You can go online, ask my grandmother. My grandmother will tell you all the story. So basically, they are using people's private parts for money rituals. They come, they touch you, your boobs are gone, and your nunu or your prick is gone. So there was a time in Ghana, everybody was walking around like this, and if you were a girl, you walk like this. Go
Really?
around.
Wow.
I mean, as much as we can all laugh about this and kiki, I think this is mental health issues right now.
You think so?
Why? Your prick is not missing. It's tucked in there. Look for it. Nobody's using your prick for money rituals. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with these people?
Are you sure?
How are you attacking another man for your own prick?
2-inch man.
I've never experienced it. I've only heard about it. So when this one came up, I'm like, again in 2018, like this thing still happens.
Why was he even
But
saying
my
anything
question
though?
is, how do you realize that your prick is gone if you never pull your pants down?
You can't feel your balls.
You can't feel your brick. Oh, you don't have
don't
brick. Sorry. You can't feel your brick.
So wait. When you guys are walking, you feel it?
It's
Do you
swinging.
feel your boobs?
It's
when you're-
swinging.
Okay, because I don't feel my boobs. Like I don't feel my boobs to like touch them.
What?
That's
Wait.
why you said
I feel mine.
when
You
you're
feel
walking
yours,
around.
Abi?
I feel mine.
Wait,
Because
Are
you
you
have a
human
beautiful
or
thigh.
alien? Which
No,
planet
I
you
have
come from?
small breasts. She
And
has
so?
nice breasts. Like
And
I
so?
mean, I know they're there, but yeah.
That's
if
why
I
you wear supporter to support your bewa.
Ah.
To support it. So it's
Oh,
It's so it
excuse
can
me, mine's a
defer.
perky. Mine's a perky, so a lot of
I'm not
times
talking
I
about
don't wear
boobs. You asked
bras.
the question about the
Oh,
prick, right?
okay.
How do you feel it?
Yes.
You don't just let it swing around. Like, that's
Yeah.
very distracting and that's very disrespectful because nobody want to see that. Maybe Glitz want to see that.
What?
No, I'm just saying. So you wear supporter and you support it. Maybe that's
So
what
when you
happened.
don't feel it anymore, it won't be in this. I just don't
Okay,
know.
listen. As a man, as a fellow concerned human citizen,
Consigned.
it is pertinent to know that I actually don't know what I'm talking about. But when you have prick, you should know because it daggles. Like, you know, except you wear like okay, I don't know what you wear.
Breathe.
Some guys
Excuse
like us,
me?
we wear
What do you wear?
we wear Calvin Klein.
why are we discussing this on the
we wear
table?
tights and it
Wait,
holds
so-
it together. So
wait.
when you don't feel it there, it is easy. You can just put your hand in and check, and really, it's not there.
No, but that's the thing that I'm saying is if you walk
He
in
checked, it's
town
not
and I
there.
just touch you, how do you know it's not there? This is BS.
my
I think he
aunties-
likes the guy and he
My
wants
Maybe
aunties
that's
said,
how we
listen
walk like
to
this.
me.
You know how, like, the
My
dogs
aunts,
be walking?
and you tell us the story in Nigeria. I'm like, so tell me what friend that you know, nobody can ever name a direct person that their
actually-
prick is missing.
But it
If
happens
somebody
in the
told you,
marketplace,
somebody
it
told you,
happens in
somebody
places
told.
like that.
It's like telephone.
I wish this video was longer. Maybe we would have seen more evidence,
aftermath.
you know, and the picture of it, you know, because this
But,
is ridiculous.
but sometimes some guys just naturally just check it every 5 minutes. Like even Davido, he always checks it, but to be sure it's there.
Why are you
should.
checking the
The way he
videos?
be-
I'm not checking
LinkedIn
Davido.
it.
It's online. It's online. He does it all the time. People are like, guy, why is your hand
Did you
in
notice
there?
it?
No, she's a
Please,
Wizkid
I
fan.
beg of me. I don't know anything about
Only
Davido
when
and his
Wizkid
prick.
is she don't stop.
Please,
I don't know if it's Davido taking
I don't
nothing.
know. I don't know anything about any African entertainer and their prick. I beg, please.
We didn't say
We
that.
didn't ask you that. That's totally out of the
You are
question.
acting very, very defensive, like you do know
suspicious.
something.
Ooh.
Are you trying to
Suspicious.
tell
I
us?
don't know anything about nothing. I
Very
don't, nothing.
We heard there are some boys that they are very, very fan. We heard that their Pingalito is like Transformer.
Oh my goodness. Well, can we move on from this topic, please?
We can't go find it. We have to see if it's on the floor. Where is it?
Let's move on. Maybe our viewers know where the
Please
prick
tell
is.
us where the prick
Let us
is at.
know, okay? All right, Glitz, what's going on in Kenya?
We're staying in the sex space. Kenya immigration authorities arrested 12 Chinese immigrants for prostitution in Kenya.
Prostitution in Kenya.
So China is not only trying to just sell us their cheap products. They're selling yansh. They're bringing girls and
they have
boys.
yansh?
I didn't even know Kenyan men were attracted to Chinese women. I didn't know there was a market.
When did this happen? What's going on?
It just happened like earlier this week. They were tipped off by people. The immigration was tipped off by somebody that they were running a brothel. 2 brothels in Kenya, and they went on in there and intercepted them. And some of them were people that were not even allowed to come back into Kenya, but they had snuck back in, so they have deported them out of Kenya. But I didn't know the sex tourism of Chinese was growing. I know people can't come to Kenya to have sex with the Maasai guys, but I didn't know. Yeah, the German women like the Maasai guys.
Why? Tell them why.
Because they got the big old prick.
Oh my God, not the prick again.
So what do you guys think about this China now exporting, bringing women to Kenya to sell sex?
So Kenyan people have money to be paying for sex like
Well, the first thing that crosses my mind is like a lot of areas in China, they're very poor. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. I mean, China's a very rich country. It's also a beautiful place. But like, I remember when I was there one time, one of their major highways, right next to my hotel, I was staying at the Marriott, there was a family of 4 that they were living on the roadside. Like,
Wow.
I saw them peeing there, I saw them showering there, I saw them eating there, like just living on the, you see, even in America, they try to make fake shift houses. No, they were just like living there, like a family of 4. So it's kind of sad, like they have to go all the way to Kenya to kind of like prostitute to make money. It's sad.
Yeah.
But then on the African side of it too, like these African men, all the beautiful women in Kenya, like you're going to pay for sex with Chinese women. But I guess it's exotic to them. It's probably how black guys here feel about Spanish women.
It's all
I
about
don't
little
know.
girls. It's trafficking too. They're like underage. A few of them
That's
underage.
crazy. That's
the
So
news.
like I just don't understand how pedophilia is just going across the world. Like I don't understand that, and they're bringing these young people that don't even know where they're at, what they're doing, and just putting them to work.
But there are a lot of prostitutions that goes on in Kenya, though. So I don't understand what the big deal is, because when it comes to prostitution in Kenya, they are legal. It's very complex. Like
it's not a crime.
But if
It's
they're-
when you look into it, you know exactly what I mean. Maybe the prices were all the way up. And the people in Kenya can't afford it. You know, they were giving them prices and styles and positions that they cannot take, so they decided to arrest them. Listen, they need they need to go through the right way to do it.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
just go
But
through
I'm
the right way.
glad that there's some countries in Africa that are holding Chinese people accountable.
Accountable, yeah.
So I'm all for it, because you know what? This is like a second story, because Kenya just deported that man that was abusing a Kenyan worker. So
Yes,
now
yes,
Kenya is taking. We need to all take strides like that. We'll watch you like you watch us when we're in your country.
Ghana did it at one point too. A couple of years back, they like literally shipped all Chinese people back, literally. And now
They can do it again.
there are laws in Ghana that like they can't just come into Ghana and do business. They normally have to like partner up with like a Ghanaian, because they were just, you know, and
Carrying
I'm
on.
just doing whatever they
Yeah.
wanted to do that only really benefited them. So
But why prostitution, though? I'm sure
It's the oldest
people in
profession.
Kenya will
It's
not
the
mind
oldest
some Chinese
profession.
food.
It's the oldest
No,
profession
seriously.
in the world.
Wow.
It's prostitution.
Did you guys hear what I
hear
said?
I'm sorry.
It is, though. It is.
Oh, that's
It
a
is.
nice
Selling
point.
yash is the oldest.
It's the oldest, yeah.
it needs to be legalized already. Like,
Already, but what I was saying was, because we do have like big, huge, like fancy Chinese restaurants in Ghana. Why won't they just go and build Chinese restaurants? I'm sure they will appreciate
You know how
it.
much money you can make
Some
to
egg
selling
rolls.
sex?
Well, in their defense, I have heard that Asian Nunu is pretty amazing, is what I've heard.
Oh, they said it's.
How do you know?
I said I've heard. I've
Genetic-
heard.
Where?
I've heard.
They say Asian Nunu is always together
yes,
like
and
this.
I've also
no
heard-
matter what, it always comes
Just
back
Asian
together.
noodles together. I think everybody's noodles should
and
be
I've
together.
heard that.
Well, that's what it is.
And I heard that.
So that's how you really feel.
They also like African men. Like when you go to
Mandingo.
like in China there are a lot of Africans in China and a lot of them they pair up. I've also heard that they
some
like the
fetish
Mandingo. It's
bullshit.
different. I think it's just probably about the exotic and it's probably cheap as hell because Chinese people they know how to make money. Listen, they'll charge you for every little thing. So it's probably cheap as hell. It's probably like $1 for sex.
Not $1.
And then
Not
$50. I mean, I'm just saying, look,
insult upon
Chinese
the
people,
Asian
no,
continent.
no, let me
Some
replace
Chinese,
that.
let's not say
Chinese
all
people
Chinese.
are very
Say something
smart.
about the
They're
Chinese
very,
women, right?
Yes.
There are some Chinese men in there,
those are probably the pimps.
or maybe they're also
There's some,
getting it on.
Some of the guys were arrested too.
Okay.
Yeah,
All I'm saying is, before people take what I said out of context, what I meant with the $1 is that Chinese people are very smart. I could see them, like, when people are buying it, they're going to sell every little thing. Like, they'll sell the touch. They'll sell the sex. They'll sell the oral sex. Like, they wouldn't include it all in one package because they're
Like a
smart
nail
like that.
shop.
I know about the candle
Yeah, like a
package.
nail shop.
You
yeah.
want sparkles?
I know about the candle package. You guys want to know about the candle
What's the candle
package?
Wait, how do you know? Oh, wait a minute.
So basically, when you go there, they light up a candle. You can do it when the candle is down. You can go. So it's like the time is based on the candle. Don't ask me how I know.
Do you own a candle shop?
The
He doesn't have to own a shop. Maybe he's been there.
So they light up the candle. So you just do them. When the candle is all the way down.
Good night.
Good night.
Wait,
You're
full
done.
candle
Full
like this?
candle. So it all depends on how much power
If
you
you're
have.
enjoying it, you just blow the candle out.
I'm
start
done.
again.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic. The people in Kenya are sending out apology tweets to Tiwa Savage after her bill drama, unpaid bill drama
These promoters.
Really? What happened?
in Kenya.
Can I say something?
Tell
though?
us
Let me
about
finish
it.
the story and then you can say
Tiwa
what.
has just been looking so beautiful lately.
Yeah.
I know.
She's been
Yeah.
glowing.
She got that Wizkid gloss.
She's glowing.
Which one is your own again? You
All right,
must
so
live
a few
with
weeks ago, Tiwa Savage blasted show promoters in Kenya. She had a show in Kenya. It all went great. And then she went back to her hotel room to check out. And they were like, you need to pay this bill. The promoters did not pay the hotel bill. And the name of the hotel is Sankara Hotel.
Sankara is
Yes.
sinking down.
Hey.
So,
not surprised.
the people in Kenya were like, what's going on? They sent out a lot of apology tweets to Tiwa Savage. So what do you guys think about the story?
I'm not surprised because in this day and age, promoters, they need Jesus.
Yeah, we know a few of
Promoters
them that
are
need
scammers
Jesus.
right now. They hype with your name, they sell tickets, but they don't pay you your full bill. They'll make a deposit
Yes.
and then tell you that on arrival they'll pay you. On arrival they won't pay you, and when you leave they will still not pay you. Sometimes they will even tell you that you guys should share the money from the ticket sales, and they will never give you the right figures.
But T though, come on, who are we blaming here?
The promoters.
No, I'm not blaming the promoters. No, I'm blaming Tiwa Savage and the managers. Listen,
Yeah.
Tiwa Savage, you've been in the industry for a long time to know how to do these
It's
deals.
true.
Hand go, hand come. Hand,
Money
you pay
for
them.
hand,
But
back
you
for
need
brand.
both.
Yes, hold on, let me finish. Because I went to Sankara Hotel's website and I was searching for one of their best packages they
Look
have.
at you doing research.
Oh yes.
Hey.
One night, $253. So
That's
you
cheap.
want to tell me the promoters in Kenya can pay $253 a night, and that comes with, by the way, free breakfast and dinner.
And dinner.
Oh yes. So you want to
cheap.
tell me they can't pay for that? So for me, I blame Tiwa. Know what you're doing. Like, get the deals, get all your money. Make sure you see the
You know why you
receipts.
can't blame Tiwa? Maybe you can blame her
Tiwa-
management,
Tiwa's
but
team.
not Tiwa.
Tiwa's team.
Tiwa is not going to be focused on
But
that.
the team.
Her management and the promoters' management are supposed to
But
come
she has
to an
to make
agreement.
sure that what
She
the
can't-
What you guys,
all she has to
but
do
what
is
you
bring
guys-
herself and perform.
What you guys are saying it kind of makes no sense, guys, because when you check
Hey,
in, hold on a second,
Madam
when you
Professor.
check into a hotel,
So we don't make sense.
when
Hold on.
you check into a hotel, right? The hotel never knows how much your bill is supposed to be. They never know. So normally you check in with a card, even in Africa, or you give them a down payment of some sort of money. And then when you're checking out is when they calculate your whole entire bill
Your incidentals.
without exactly. So what how is it has to be Tiwa's fault or something? Only thing the manager could do is go down and check out, and then maybe when the manager's checking out, they can let him know that the bill is not paid. Then at that point, he has to call the promoters. But what I'm gonna assume is either the promoters were trying to rip her off, or maybe it was an oversight, because African promoters are very, very, very disorganized. Because it's only $253. Shiesty and very, very disorganized.
So what part of what I said didn't make sense? Because you said I didn't make sense.
Because
So
you
why
said
did I not
that.
make sense?
Because you said that she should have checked. How are you gonna check? Because you don't even know how
Can I
much
say
your
that?
bill
Can
is
I
gonna
say
be.
you should have checked who is working for you. Basically, is what I'm saying. So your manager has to be on point with everything
But
that
how
goes
do you
on.
know? That's probably at the point that they found out the bill wasn't paid was when the manager went down
How
to check
do you
out.
not know that?
Okay, so how do you not know that?
Okay, so then don't tell me that what I'm saying is not making sense.
It's not though,
Don't tell me
because
that. All right, let's go on.
But I wanted to say that the fact is that you can actually call the hotel and see if the bill has been paid in full, just for the bill. Incidentals you still have to take care of because it's on you.
Yes.
On you.
Meaning you take the drinks out of the fridge, or
Right.
you smoke in the
That
room,
happened to me
or you
recently
do
too,
something
yeah.
in the room. But for the full hotel payment, you can call and okay. Is everything taken care of?
Yes.
It's paid
Have
in
you
full.
paid?
Yes.
Credit card is
True,
full.
though.
Then I go get on plane. That's just it.
Thank
I mean,
you.
that's the only thing about it. It's embarrassing for the promoters. But me and Tiffany, we just recently were part of something, and promoters really continue to do this mess.
same
They
thing.
use people to promote their event, to be at their
When they get
event,
their money.
and at the very end of the night, they're not paying people's bills.
Yeah.
It's
We all
ridiculous.
have
Like,
bills
it
to
doesn't make
pay.
any sense. And it doesn't matter if you didn't sell your tickets. You have to factor in your payment. I just had a party. I got to factor in my payment beforehand. I brought with me $500 to know that I'm going to pay all my staff, right? Before, even before I've made money at the bar, or I've made money at the door, I have to have my envelopes for everybody.
Yeah.
That is just it. You have to already factor that in. If you don't factor that in, that's what happens then. Oh, the door is going to make the money. No, you can't assume that, because it could rain.
Yeah.
It could be, there could be cholera outbreak. Different things. So if you know,
Yeah.
a
then
good
you
one.
sell your tickets.
Yeah.
So think about that.
True.
Yeah.
So you have to cover your own nyash, like you always say. Like, make sure that everything is in its place.
Absolutely.
This is
But at least it's nice that the people of Kenya apologized
Yes,
to her.
they did.
But so what happened? Did the promoters end up settling the bill, or
we still don't know the
she
end of the
probably
story.
has to settle it. Yeah.
But Tiwa's having a bad year though. First, she
think so?
claims that Ciara stole her song.
Yeah.
No, but it
What
wasn't
song is
her.
that,
It was the
Level Up?
fans.
Was it Level Up? No, it wasn't Level Up.
It was the song with Techno.
Yeah.
The song with Techno. Ciara's melody and style sounded like one of Tiwa's old songs.
Old songs.
And the fans don't play.
Don't
So the
play.
fans came out to her like, Ciara, how far now?
Yes,
so Ciara
so-
actually acknowledged it.
Acknowledge that, and and now on paid bills, tomorrow Wizkid is not going to marry you. Like,
What's that supposed to mean? Hey, don't
I'm
bring
just-
that here.
I'm
Don't
just
bring that
saying.
here. T-Bills is close to Wizkid, and T-Bills has also tweeted about it.
They mess around.
Wizkid is
They mess around. They
don't-
do.
T-Betty, how many people are married
T-Bills
to
is
each other? And they have,
Tiwa's ex now.
so what?
And he says there's nothing going on. Wizkid and
Yeah,
Tiwa
there's
is a big
nothing
sister.
going
All I know is, the promoters need to do better, and then they want to
Oh my
complain
God,
that
promoters.
the African entertainers don't want to come to African events. But of course, if I was Tiwa, I wouldn't want to come if this is what
Don't
I'm going to
do
deal
anymore,
with. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So if you want the artist to act right, show up right, then the promoters also have to show out right.
Like I said, it's $253. If you guys want to pay, help pay. You are more
Tiwa,
than
we
welcome.
got you. We got
Tiwa,
you.
we got you.
I
Slide
know
my
you're
DM.
looking party.
I'll pay.
We got
I
you.
want to know your beauty secrets, because I feel like in the past year, like, you're looking stunning.
All right, now we're going to end our show here today. So until next time, you're watching the ABS show, and this is Mina TV. Bye.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.